You're watching the Touchliner podcast.
Yo guys, welcome back to the Touchliner, Season 2, Episode 38. Look at where we are!
Stay abroad.
Where?
Spain.
Where?
Near Alicante.
Where?
Specifically.
Yes.
Benidorm.
Oh! Respect. Right.
This is Cafoon.
Yes. It's
First time.
First time to be fair.
Welcome.
First time.
Scummy Liverpool fan.
Liverpool fan.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Respect. And we mention him on every podcast whenever we talk about Chelsea. It's Chasney back. It's Charlie Fairbank. He's back again.
Chaz back.
Ever since he made the Liao admission, he just went into hiding. But he's finally showed his
back with
face.
some
again.
more
Quote
bad
unquote,
takes.
quote unquote, Liao is not him.
Overrated.
Overrated.
And I'm back with some more bad takes.
Interesting. How bad on a scale of 1 to 10 is it going to be today?
We're never making it back on this
5?
podcast. So
Oh,
I
5.
don't give so many bad
Five.
takes.
It's our last.
It's
Make
our
it count.
last.
Okay. Right.
Here we go.
We go over.
Well, in this episode, yeah, we might talk about some games. Yeah, we might talk about what future games. But we're gonna review the season. We're gonna have some discussions. We're gonna have some arguments. First off, who's your player of the year? Right now.
Ooh.
Straight off the bat. Premier League player of the year.
Off the dome.
Right now.
Do you want my bias answer? Do you want a Deji answer? Or do you want a real answer?
An actual answer.
Lean into me. You're going to be out of the game.
No, he's fine. It's fine. An actual answer.
It's quite hard.
I think for me, if City win the league, it has to be Foden.
Yeah.
It has to be like realistic.
Which they will.
Yeah, I mean,
They probably will.
they're currently winning against Fulham.
3-0.
So
Yeah.
it's very plausible that he'll get player of the
Yeah.
season.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
But
But my personal shout would be Cole Palmer, because without him, we'd be nowhere near the top of the season. We'd be nowhere near the top of the league.
you're near the top of the league.
Well, we'd be bottom half.
Without
No,
If you take out his goals and assists, we'd be in the relegation zone.
Okay, if you took out McTominay's goals, we would be in the bottom half as well. Just saying.
I think it, realistically, if it's not Foden, I think it has to be Palmer. But I still think it should be Foden.
I think Palmer should get young player of the year.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
I think Palmer should get young player of the year, and then because it's his first senior season, like
Yeah.
playing a full
Yeah.
season, so
Definitely.
that makes sense.
Watch it go to Haaland or something stupid, man. Oh,
Oh,
they
bad
can't
take alert.
Sambuca alarm.
Bad take alert.
Jesus, that's
Sorry
No,
for
I think-
the noise.
Yeah, I think realistically, Haaland had such a good year last year. Everyone's going to be comparing.
Well, the
this
thing
year
is,
to that.
he will. His first season, you will never get to that same
No.
peak again.
Yeah, I know.
It won't happen.
Yeah.
So I still think he's done really well this season,
Yeah,
but
probably
he's
because
never
20
he's
goals.
never going to do better than last season.
Yeah, but
he won the treble
31
as
all
well.
comps.
Yeah, like
30
he
something
hasn't been bad, but because he was so good
He's
last
overshadowed by his
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
year.
and I think that's why Foden
that's
edges
why.
it over those two.
Yeah.
I think
And also, I think like Haaland is now slowly gonna degress. I think it's gonna go down. His rate of goals. I don't see him putting it up every season.
I say once De Bruyne goes,
We haven't had like
he
an
will
actual
be-
player put up consistent 30+ goals every season besides Salah.
Maybe
It's-
that's about it.
Salah-
And that was
Recently.
10 years
yeah,
ago.
Yeah, not
And
recently.
then before that, it would have been what? Van Nistelrooy, Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's quite.
Even
it's quite
Shearer
rare.
didn't put up
I think
like 30,
Haaland.
30.
I think Haaland could. I think
No,
Haaland
I
could.
don't think so.
Just depends.
I also think he's gonna leave this summer or next summer.
No,
Not
I
this-
don't-
not this
no,
summer,
not
next
this-
summer.
Next year, yeah.
Next year.
I mean, there's always
They go
been
to
the
Real
move
Madrid.
yeah, there's always been that.
But they literally just got Mbappe. How
Yeah.
are they going to
They'll
be?
make
both
it.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
both of
Bellingham.
them.
They
Bellingham
had
behind.
Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. Like it just sometimes, like Barcelona make that
That's
work.
stat.
They'll make it work.
They
They'll make
will.
it
They
work.
put Mbappe on the left.
Yeah.
Like it'll work.
Like you bring in Suarez, trying to not take away from how good Messi is,
Mm.
and ruin his
He was
game,
really good.
and it just worked.
Yeah.
It's true. So, Haaland, bum.
League Two.
League Two.
Yeah.
He just missed a sitter. And this, by the way, we are recording this episode before any of the other games. Only the City games going on right now. This will
Yeah.
come out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously United are going to lose to Arsenal. I don't know. Newcastle will probably win. Chelsea will probably win. Liverpool will probably win. But it's before all that happens, so I'm in a good mood.
I'm curious as to this is our first lads holiday
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is like musts for lads' holidays? Whether you've been on?
I mean, this is my first one as well. Catherine's done
Second.
it.
This
as
is
well.
my second.
Second.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the must are you have to be open-minded definitely when
Yeah.
you're going on a lads holiday, and you know there's a few things like don't be a shit bloke. That's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Don't start
Yeah.
fights or anything.
Yeah.
And you know don't take anything to heart and keep your banter.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good banter.
To be fair, like
And also you don't do it in bad taste. I think anything
No.
goes.
Yeah.
But as soon as I know you starting fights, you be
Yeah,
rowdy,
no.
then that's
I
it.
think I've had
It becomes a rugby holiday or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
like that. You know?
Like we've been. I mean, this is our second full day, and like
jeez.
but on the. Because we've got
it doesn't
the-
feel like it, does it?
No,
I thought
I feel like I've been here for like
I feel like it's the last day.
Yeah, but we've still got another.
Everything
day.
hurts.
But I'd say that so far it's been class. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
been
been
good.
fun.
Honest opinions, rate it out of 10.
Benidorm.
I'm giving this a solid 10.
Why are you leaning away? I'm sorry.
I'd probably say like
What,
a
do you want me to
9.
do?
Yes.
No, you
pretty
know what?
good.
No, I'm gonna say 8, but tonight is the night. So,
So-
ask me
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah.
it'll be a 10.
Let us-
Ask me tomorrow, it'll be a 10.
Explain what's happening tonight. We have all made custom shirts for each other to wear on a night out. Now, they're gonna all, like, they include various inside jokes, various insults and obscenities.
Yes.
But some people's shirts didn't arrive on time.
Who are they?
It's not my fault, I got scammed.
It
was not my
He
fault.
ordered his shirt, and then when he called them asking how long it would be, they said 1 week, and they checked the day before, so on Wednesday, it said it was being made in China.
Approved.
Yeah, I called them. They were like, okay, well, it'll be definitely dispatched next week, and it was in stitching, and I was like, oh, okay, fine,
Yeah.
not stressed. Tuesday comes around.
Do we
fuck
do we
stitching?
call out the company on the?
Yeah, call them out.
It was Swaz shirts. I think.
Oh,
Swaz
swag shirts. Oh, mate.
Swag shirts.
I highly do not recommend them.
Yeah, +1 sweat
Plus
shirts.
one.
Plus one, swag shirts.
I was
Also,
actually
shout
near-
out
near
Lion
the
Box
factory.
+1 arrived 2 hours late
Lion
and missed the
Box.
shirt.
Yeah, fuck them.
Wankers.
Respect,
Spread shirt.
Spread
was it?
shirt for me.
Spread
Came
shirt
through for me.
and,
Came through for me. You will see.
I can't say where
He
one-
can't say. He can't say.
He can't say
He
one.
can't say.
Comment.
But we'll see. You guys will
You'll
never
see.
see.
Yeah,
Unless you follow him on Instagram, then maybe you'll see.
that's unlikely.
Ben Chapman and UFC.
Yes.
Yeah.
He will think my name is Ben Chapman UFC because I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cringe.
Yeah,
That's actually so we
that's
should probably
really
change.
Imagine on your football club in your username.
Yeah, actually, you cringe.
I made it when I was 40, like
Excuses.
15.
Yeah, so change it,
Why? No, it's heritage.
pussy.
Gatekeeping
Usernames. Okay.
All right. Back to it. Okay, give me your underrated player of the year.
Anthony Gordon.
Underrated.
Sure.
He got nominated for Young Player of the Year. I'd say
No,
he's
he
not.
didn't.
He didn't get nominated.
He did. I
No,
saw
he did
I
not.
saw something
Young
He won
something.
Newcastle's Player
Yeah,
of the
he,
Year.
Oh,
he didn't get either. That's
I saw
why.
something
Oh
yesterday.
shit. Yeah. Okay, then yeah, that's a shout.
Anthony Gordon.
13 goals and.
Underrated.
Oh, well, Jared Bowen is so underrated still.
I think,
I
I think
don't
the
think
fact
he
that
is.
West Ham have been really poor
Yeah.
this year in terms of results actually goes under the he goes under the
Yeah.
radar.
I do remember a
agree
few
with that.
seasons ago. He
was
did
good last
really
year,
well.
yeah.
He did
Yeah.
really
Oh,
well.
opinions on Bowen starting over Saka this tournament?
I mean, realistically, Bowen hasn't had the experience with the England team as much as Saka,
No.
so I don't think he would do that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I knew it's.
So realistically, he played at the World Cup and he was at the Euros as well. You keep that same squad in.
Yeah.
The squad that won.
The squad
Absolutely nothing.
The squad that won nothing.
Got to the
and-
final of the Euros in the semis.
Yeah.
Good trophy.
And then
Good
showed-
trophy.
Good trophy.
Well, yeah,
A
that's
team
further
of-
than any England team.
A team of chokers?
Okay,
Yeah,
but
they've got jobs,
okay,
Yeah.
but Charlie, you have to look at it from the point of view that if you're missing, if you've made it that far twice, you made it so close twice, do you not want to change something?
Yeah.
Do you not want to
Statistically,
maybe
you
add
have to
something
win
into the
something.
mix?
Like Henderson was in that squad.
Yeah.
Like, and he's
Yeah,
still
I
in
don't,
this
yeah,
one.
He
no,
was-
I,
he's
I
like
don't
38,
agree.
wasn't
Yeah,
he?
some players.
So-
I think some players from that team have definitely passed it. Henderson, obviously, being one.
Maguire.
Phillips.
But realistic, yeah, exactly. Calvin Phillips, he's been way
Phillips.
forward.
Where is blood?
Yeah, but
Where
I
is
think
he?
with Bellingham, Kane, Foden, and like loads of other players coming into form, I think we've got one of, if not the best squad in the
And we
Euros.
have the
What's
best
it?
striker in the world. We have the best, one of, if not the best
Tens,
midfielder
yeah.
in the world. The best, like, 8.
Exactly.
and then John Stones. So
Yeah,
up
really,
there with the
I
best
think
centre
realistically,
backs in
the
world,
only
that's
team
not-
we could possibly,
Best
maybe
fullback
might
in the world,
lose to
Kyle
would be
Walker.
France. That's the only team I'd
Yeah.
say we might struggle against them.
No, because
France-
they just
France-
They beat us in the World Cup.
they're
Yeah.
stacked with talent
Yeah.
and they have a good manager.
Exactly.
You're getting knocked out in the quarters.
Who?
England.
Same with
Oh,
Harvey.
I thought you meant France.
No, England.
Yeah, England will get knocked.
If France went out, that'd be great.
England will get knocked out against like fucking Germany or somebody.
Yeah, because
I can see it.
Germany
are cooking.
They're the hosts.
underrated.
Yeah.
I will say underrated. Do not sleep on them.
And they're cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
They played
And
really
they're-
well
I think
against
they are
in
third
a
favourite
They got
friendly.
behind
what?
England and France. Yeah, they got a great team.
Musiala,
They got a really good
defense
team.
is solid.
They look
Full
like
crook.
they look like a team that's like very free flowing.
Yeah.
Like really just sort of free roam.
I think if they can, because the last two tournaments, obviously the World Cup, they went out in the groups. The Euros, they went out in the groups, and then the last World Cup, they went out in the groups. So they've really underperformed.
Yeah.
But before that, they won the World
Won the
Cup.
World Cup,
They got
yeah.
to the semis
Yeah.
of the Euros.
This could be like
2012.
their revitalization.
Yeah,
It's a new
especially-
generation.
especially a home tournament as well.
Yeah.
New
yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
They'll need a good run.
Yeah. Alright, so
No English refs.
So we said, so we said Bowen underrated. Who do you say?
I would say Anthony Gordon to be fair over
The-
Bowen.
Oh, okay,
Is-
fair enough.
Did you-
Jared
you say-
Bowen's in the top scorer list.
Oh, you know what? Nah, that's too controversial. It's too early.
I'm
too
He wasn't nominated for anything, but I'm going to go with Solanke. Solanke's had a really good year. Oh no! Wait, Watkins got nominated, didn't he? for Premier
Yeah,
League?
he did.
Yeah, okay.
He's not underrated.
Yeah, bro, I've been screaming Watkins
Solan-
since before Christmas.
Yeah,
I've been
but he's
saying
not
it.
underrated.
No.
He's
But
He's quite literally their best player.
Most goals and assists in the whole league, out of all the players in the league. Watkins.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Top
but,
G in it.
but everyone everyone knew he's a bit.
Yeah, but not that good. I didn't think he was 30 GA, and it's like.
Yeah, but you'd say the same about Cole Palmer as well.
yeah. Sure.
No, you can. I'm gonna say Solanke because it's his breakout year,
Yeah.
and no one's really paid any attention to. I don't think he's got a Player of the Month award. I don't think he's not been nominated for anything.
Yeah, true.
He's in the top scorer list, and he's unreal. Like he's found his feet finally. I mean, so
Especially at a smaller club like Bournemouth as well.
Yeah.
In terms of like the players he has around him,
Yeah.
I think he's done pretty well.
yeah. Also, the manager's done a good job there too.
Yeah.
The
I
manager's.
remember at the start of the year, Iriola, everyone was saying, "Oh, why don't we get rid of Gary O'Neill?" And that Bournemouth got the most points in the Premier League.
Yeah,
they've
but
ever had.
Gary, they shouldn't have sacked
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah,
O'Neill when
I
they
think
did.
that was a bad move, but he's done really
It's
well.
worked out.
Iriola,
Though.
yeah.
It's worked out. They've done quite well. But yeah, I'm gonna say Solanke.
I originally
Yes.
thought about overrated. Oh, Wizzy.
Underrated.
Oh, Liverpool fan and Chelsea fan.
I was going to say,
We
yeah.
said it. We
yeah.
said it. We said
Well,
it.
yeah,
But
if we've done underrated, who's the most overrated?
Nunes.
No, but he's not done underrated yet.
We said he didn't want to do it.
That's right.
No, I thought about it. I was going to say Solanke, but then you had Watkins. It's quite hard to pin down to one team without sounding too biased. But I think I would agree with you on the Solanke one.
Yeah,
He's definitely
Solanke.
done well. And I rated him last season as well.
Mm.
Like, he's consistent.
He was okay, but this year's it's been
Overrated?
insane. It's been insane.
I know my answer, so I'll wait for all the all to go
Jackson?
Who rates that guy?
Yeah, exactly. You can't be
Who
overrated if he's not
rates
rated.
John
No, I
the
wouldn't-
reincarnation?
I've got
I wouldn't
him.
say Jackson.
I've got him.
Reece James.
Nah, it's been injured all year.
I don't
You can't
care.
really.
I don't care. Crying.
Plus one.
First one.
Overrated. It's a tough one because like, there's quite a few within that.
I think we got the same one. I don't know.
I don't think we do.
I can't think
Okay.
of it, so come back. to me.
Bukayo Saka.
I was gonna say someone at Arsenal.
Mate.
We don't have.
I was going to say Trossard, but...
Nah, I'll say he's quite underrated.
No, but
comes off the
Trossard's
bench.
only good off the bench. You realise whenever
Yeah.
he starts,
Yeah, when he
he
starts,
doesn't do
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Mate, Saka, limp man. This guy's season.
Oh,
this
that's his
guy's season.
signature.
Every time he bottles it in a big game. The Bayern Munich game stands out to me because why aren't you shooting?
Yeah.
If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be furious. And then he limps off the pitch, and then he starts the next game. So clearly you're not injured. Why are you limping?
Yeah.
He's never injured, but the thing is, Arteta will play him even if
Until
both of
his
his
legs
legs were
fucking falls
broken.
off.
Yeah.
No,
Arteta would use a wheelchair and make him
That's
play.
true as well. That's true as well. But also, he hasn't shown what he's meant to be showing this year. Like he hasn't been like. He's been a decent player, but a lot of his goals have come from penalties. He hasn't been as effective as he was the last season or the season before. Odegaard's been more effective. Rice has been more effective. Even
I don't think
even
that's. I
Trossard's
don't
more
think it's his
effective.
fault that he's like that because everyone in Arsenal is turning up at the moment. They're all in good form. They got the chemistry, and everyone's getting consistent goal involved. It's not one standout player. It's like
No, it's true.
They're all about. I would say equal. There's no one standout player.
No, it's true.
I think Saka was last year, like the
Yeah,
main
he
goal
was the
scorer.
main
This year
scorer.
he's not.
Yeah, no, it's
You
true.
even got Kai Havertz now turning up. So
Yeah, exactly. Oh, crime! But he was actually going to be my overrated player. So, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
My overrated player.
I know it's going to be. Spit it out.
He's
Ugliest man in the Premier League.
Yeah, there we go.
Chitless man himself. Palmer.
Oh,
Palmer overrated.
Yeah.
You genuinely think that?
Yeah, I told you that yesterday.
What's the
I think he's I said this like 5 times in the podcast. Like, I think he's really good, right? But I am so sick of seeing like best midfielder in the league shouts. I think he's being overrated at this instant. If he does the same thing next season, I'll hold my hand up. I'll be like, fair play. Like, but right now,
Are you saying?
What?
Are you
stop checking it. Keep talking.
yeah. Is Cafoon in shot?
I'm just making sure it's not hot because the sun's on it. It's fine.
I'm in shock.
Okay, it's still recording.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I think that if he were to do this season again next season, I'd be like, fair play.
Yeah,
But his
I hear
first
what
senior
you say.
season, and like I've seen players come into a squad be really good, but next season fall off. Like you said, Michu.
I don't think he falls off.
I think
though.
no, I don't. I think he's quite young. He's got. He was quite good when he came off the bench at City. I think.
Yeah.
Like, at the start of this year and all that. But I do agree. Like it's his first season.
Yeah.
So if he can do that on a more consistent basis.
I'm just still of the
Well,
opinion.
I think
Like
you're
is it like a one
worried
season one
about
sort of
yeah,
thing?
track
Is it-
record really. You want to see a stable track record for a few seasons before you give a.
Yeah,
I'm
proper
still of the
opinion.
opinion that City wouldn't have let him go if they knew he was world class.
Mate, he's just had a really good season. Like,
Yeah.
I think this might be City's first.
I do hear what you say. Yeah, it's like their
He could
first-
drop off.
Mate, they
their
could
first
have.
mistake. of
Yeah, they could have
themselves.
misjudged. Like for
they
once.
don't miss.
No, but
like
they're-
they just don't miss, and that's why. Like I can only go off what I've seen in the past, and I can't.
No, I
Also,
can't-
they have missed. They signed Calvin Phillips. They
And
can.
then-
yeah, but they
It'll be
didn't.
a Mahrez
Yeah, but
as
they
well.
signed him, and then like using him as a wage booster thing. Like that's and the England squad.
The England,
Oh,
yeah,
right,
England,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
No, but again, like, bro,
They're just using him to
you
cover
can't
losses.
get it wrong. You
Yeah.
can't get it wrong.
I do
He's
kind
insurance
of
policy.
agree. I think on form he's definitely up there, but in terms of because it's his first season, I do hear like a
Yeah.
bit overrated. I
Like
get
people,
that, I get
people
that.
are saying he's like up there with the top.
Yeah,
midfielders
people
in
are
the
saying
league.
he should
Like,
start
he's-
for England.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
on the right.
yeah,
on the
yeah.
right.
He's
I would
definitely one of the most informed midfielders in the league,
Yeah.
but he's not one of
whether
the
he
best.
can keep that up consistently.
If he keeps it up consistently, like you can't deny it, can you?
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah.
Grealish. Grealish, 100%.
Oh,
100%. Do you know why? This is from what I've seen, especially the last Euros where everyone's like in the pub, go Grealish, he's so world class. No, he's not. He barely does anything. If you look how he attacks down like the wing, all he does, he goes against the defender, turns around, passes back.
Yeah,
he
but
doesn't try.
I
He
think,
doesn't try. He
I
just
think
gives
that's
up.
pep tax.
No, no, no,
Like,
but
when you watch Villa, when you watched him at Villa,
Yes.
he was so
okay.
much different.
Okay, but why
Pep
does
has drained
but
him.
why does Bernardo Silva still play the same way and still do the same thing as City?
What do you mean?
Bernardo Silva is still
Same
creative.
system.
He's still technical. Why is Grealish not
Grealish,
still
Grealish
creative and
wasn't a
technical?
creative
Yes, he was.
Bernardo Silva.
No,
He
no, no,
was
not
more of an
as
attacking
he
player.
was. But the thing is, he's not taking any risks. Silva took a risk today and they scored from it. He
Yeah.
ran straight at the defenders. He
But
beat
I
them.
don't think Grealish ever takes a risk. He always plays it safe.
I think he's
He
lost
does-
his confidence. He doesn't play like a man we call. Like, do you want him anywhere near the England squad? Like, if you had a
Absolutely
choice,
not. No, I wouldn't
no,
want- you
exactly.
would go
Yeah,
Stop.
but
But
you
two
wouldn't
years
have
ago-
him now. But like,
2 years ago, you would.
but there was no contenders 2 years ago.
It's the same player.
Who would you-
Rashford, Grealish, it's the same
Gordon
player.
starts over
Okay,
Rashford.
one player.
Okay, one
Gordon,
player.
Gordon would start, but he won't.
But Rashford, if we're talking about form, Rashford shouldn't even be in the squad.
No, I agree. He shouldn't.
No, but.
And I hope he is.
That's Southgate tax more than anything.
Yeah.
When he starts all the.
He
basically B-Tech
picks
players.
his favourites.
Yeah. That's right.
4-0 by the way. Alvarez scored.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
Assisted.
No. Probably a rebound or something.
Penalty.
It was a penalty, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, it's a penalty. Fair. Alright, okay. Okay, we'll do this collectively. Team of the year. We can all agree.
Are we
on
doing
this.
only Premier League players? Or
Yeah, Premier League.
Okay.
Okay, we can start with a goalkeeper. It's either Vicario or Allison, right?
Who's got the most clean sheets? In the league?
No,
No,
Josh.
no, shut up,
No.
shut up. We're not doing
I'm
Your
just
keeper
kidding.
single-handedly got you knocked
I'm talking
out.
about Raya.
It's also the defence.
Talking about Raya, bro. Yeah,
It's
I
also
know,
the
I know.
defence.
I'm
as
just
well,
kidding.
in
I'm just
clean
kidding.
sheets.
I wouldn't put Raya in.
You have to look at individual
Ryan.
good performances. That's what you have to
I
look
could
at.
put Vicario in.
I think it has to be Vicario. Yeah,
If-
I think
Petrovic
he's
hasn't
pretty
been
good.
too bad.
To be honest, if the Burnley game didn't happen, I'd say Onana. But Onana's still got the bozo gene.
Bro, if the whole of the Champions League didn't happen for you, you could say.
Yeah, but the
Onana.
thing is, he recovered from that. He's had a good season since then.
That's like
No.
It's like half of his season's gone, like because of that.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Bro, he's been struggling to fit in 100%, and that's why he still made the mistake against Burnley. But I still think it's good.
I don't subscribe to the idea that he's only struggling because of the people that he has in front of him. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
No, no, no,
There's
no,
some
no, no.
saves that were questionable.
Like,
You could
like
say-
his
I think it's a
actual
lot-
shot stopping is fucking. His shot stopping and decision making is dreadful.
I've literally got
I
the
think-
shot stopping
but-
stats, bro.
I think the thing
No,
is,
I mean over a whole season, he might stop a lot of shots because he has a lot of shots coming at him.
Yeah. I think-
But because look at the defenders in front of him. You have the most shots faced against you in the league besides Sheffield.
Yeah,
But
you was it 26
20,
shots on average
yeah,
a
something
game?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So he's obviously going to have the highest shot stopping.
No, but
save
no, it's not
percentage or
obvious.
whatever.
It's not obvious though. If it's De Gea,
But then you look
if
at
it was
the-
De Gea from last year, we would be fucked.
No, no, you
I was
look
going
at
to say, remember when De Gea came in under Sir Alex and he was woeful? And
for like
for like
one
the first
season.
season,
Three,
yeah.
2 seasons. Bro.
Yeah,
he was
like
shit.
he wasn't the finished article
He
at all.
was shit for 2 years.
Yeah, I think realistically,
Yeah.
because United faced so many shots,
I think
more
if
likely
you
to
look
make
at
more
Onana
mistakes.
this season and De Gea over his first two seasons,
Yeah.
Onana has definitely made more individual errors than De Gea.
No. I can name you the errors.
Single-handedly ruined your Champions League.
Yeah, not single-handedly.
No,
Did you
no,
watch
Charlie.
those games?
I watched them
I
with
wouldn't
you.
say
Like you can't say I didn't watch them.
He's part of
He's
the
like
not
60-70% of the
Yeah,
reason.
no. He made mistakes, but bro, our defense. How many goals did we concede on the cutback? That's not Onana's fault.
Yes, but that's not just in the Champions. I'm talking specifically.
No,
about
I'm
the
talking about.
Champions
No, I'm
League.
talking about the Champions League. How many cutbacks?
You have to blame that on Ten Hag. You can't blame
Yeah.
that on any other
Okay.
player.
So blame it on Ten Hag. Don't blame it all on Onana.
I'm not blaming it all on Onana. When did I say I'm
So we're
blaming it
not
all?
going to go with Onana for team of the season.
Right, let's move on.
So,
Yeah,
should we all agree on
Vicario,
Vicario?
I think.
Vicario is
Yeah.
fine.
Vicario is fine.
Right back. Or full back.
It's got.
Dallo.
It's got to be Carl Walker.
Dallo would have been a shout for underrated player of the year, to be fair.
Stay over there.
I'm actually.
No, I'm thinking.
I'm actually going to say Dallo.
No, I disagree.
I don't
already.
think-
What are we doing here?
I'm
The
actually-
first half of the season, he was terrible.
Mate, he's been good all year.
Team of the season.
All this year, yeah.
I reckon
Mate,
it'll be
all
an Arsenal
2024.
defender.
Okay, wait. Are we subscribing to the centre backs can play right back and left back?
No.
No.
Okay, so Dallo.
Yeah.
I literally don't think any other
But
right back.
Arsenal
can play.
defender.
Carl
Would you-
Walker's been better than him this year.
Would you say Ben White as the right back? Or would
I-
that
No,
be-
because he's a centre back at right back.
But he's played right back most of this season.
I'm
just
just
like
going
Dan
with
Bennett.
Ben.
Oh, yeah,
Not like it.
but like in terms of left backs, who would you say? Because mine will probably be Guardiola,
Yeah,
and he's been
But
left
that's a
back,
centre back.
yeah, but he's a centre back at left back. So
it would have to be like.
I would be
I don't
happy
use
with
it
Ben
really
White.
good.
I think
Yeah,
Ben White.
yeah.
Adobe's been good.
I mean, yeah, he's been injured for a bit, but I think he's come into that
Yeah.
first team being pretty good. At it.
Yeah, I mean that like in England we have such a lack of left backs. In England squad, and in
Fullbacks.
the league.
I say fullbacks.
Yeah.
Fullbacks in general.
Fullbacks in general.
Well, not right backs. Like we have
Left
three,
backs is an issue.
three of the best
Yeah.
most talented right backs in the
Yeah.
world. We've got Carl Walker, Trippier, and Trent.
In the world, Trippier.
And then left backs you have
Yeah, he's up
Chilwell,
there.
Shaw, and
You don't
You
think
say Trippier as well?
You don't think Trippier's like at least one of the top 6
Not
best
anymore.
right
Not
backs in the
anymore.
world?
Not
In the
anymore.
No, not
In the
anymore.
world,
world.
bro.
No, no way.
Not
No
anymore.
way.
I'm checking again.
I think in the world, not sure.
Okay, give it one.
Top 6.
I put
Can you actually
I put
name me?
Trippier as the same tier as Reece James.
You got no battery, man.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't agree
Yes.
with
Can
Hold
you
on.
actually
Yeah.
name
Pause,
me?
pause. I need to get portable charger.
that. Alright.
How low? 20%?
Yeah, but still.
No, it's fine.
No, but the sun will drain it as well.
What?
Yes,
The blood's making up rules now.
Got to charge the sun.
I actually can't believe there's an Onana shout there. I actually
can't
can't.
believe
that.
I,
No way.
That's
I can't believe that.
Vicario.
Be
I
careful
wouldn't-
with
I wouldn't
that.
say-
Is Cafoon definitely in
Yes,
shot?
he is. He is. All of him's in shot. Charlie's all in shot. To be honest, we can actually move it a bit. Yeah.
You can even move it back more if you want. Like the table.
No, I think it's fine.
I think it's
There's
fine.
literally there's a lot of space on Charlie's side, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Give it a slight tilt.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, do that to me, please.
Give us another bad take.
I'm actually so. Is it recording?
It is still recording. Yeah.
I'm so shocked about that anonymity.
That's so bad.
Like, if I had told past Josh that future Josh at the end of the season would shout him for team of the season, you'd laugh in my
You would
face.
laugh,
You'd
yeah.
laugh in my face.
You'd call him an
I
No,
disagree,
no,
I disagree.
no, but the
And you've been fighting his battle for a while now, and even when he was bad, you were fighting his battle.
Mate,
But you said, yeah, he's been really shit right now.
no, he has been really shit, but he recovered so well until that Burnley game.
But then
and he punched someone
also,
in the face.
yeah. Also, what you can say though, if we're talking about half the season being off, and then before then he was really good, you could say Chippier's been great. Because for the last part of the season he's been awful. He's been injured. But for that first like 10, 15 games, he was brilliant. And I put him definitely top 6 right backs in the world. But that Trippier.
Just floating the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so goalkeeper Vicario, who do we say?
Goalkeeper
right back?
Vicario.
Okay, let's
right
go.
back.
I'd have to say
Ben-
Ben White.
Ben White,
You have to,
Ben
because there's
White.
literally no one else.
Yeah,
There's literally
Ben
no one
White.
else.
But he's just so average. That's the thing.
Mate,
but
nah,
we
he's
have
had
no
a good
other
year.
choice.
He's had a good year,
season.
but he's
Yeah.
so average.
Your team of the year.
Yeah. Like, it's
Yeah,
Yeah, but we
Literally.
don't see him in the years.
like
it
you
doesn't
wouldn't,
mean
you'd have Walker as the best right back in the league,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
this season
Ben White has had a
Ben
better
White.
season.
I think it's just because of the way City are playing now. Like he's no longer like in a
Yeah.
spotlight.
Yeah, okay.
Like the fullbacks are not, and
Yeah.
also they're out the Champions League, so no one gives a fuck about Mbappe versus or Vinny versus
Yeah,
Walker
yeah, yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
If you had to put a right back that we have in the league against the best wingers in the world, you're not picking fucking Ben White.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
not picking Ben
Oh,
White.
that's true.
Okay, centre backs.
Saliba.
One's got to be Saliba.
Yeah,
Uh,
Saliba.
Do you put both of them?
No.
No.
But
What, triple Arsenal
The
defense?
thing- no,
are
Would
we?
you put Van de Ven in there?
No, I would not. I don't think I would. No.
you think?
When Isak and Gordon flicked him over, it was just like.
Yeah, but that.
That's
I think
one-
every
That's
centre
one
back-
game. to be
Yeah.
fair.
no way.
Like even Van Dijk.
You know what?
Yeah.
But Van Dijk's a shit.
I literally think
Van
that's
Dijk's been
I don't
okay
think
this
anyone
year.
else can go there. Like I think it's literally Gabriel, Saliba, and Van de Ven are the 3 best centre backs in the league right now.
This season, yeah.
So I think you have to pick either Gabriel or Van de Ven, and I don't want to have 2 Arsenal. So I'd rather put Van de Ven.
Van der Ven.
Van der
I'm
Ven
happy with
and-
that too.
yeah,
Like
and one of
he
Saliba
has
as
been
well.
good.
Alright.
Do you settle on Saliba for the Arsenal?
Yeah, definitely.
Left back.
Left back.
Adogi.
Vardiol.
Cavani, one of
He's
those
not a
two.
left back.
But then we have
Yeah,
Ben
but he's
White.
playing very well at left
Stop
back.
it.
Should we just say Udogi?
I'll give you put Adogi.
Yeah. Who would you rather have in a 4-3-3?
In a full what?
Gusto?
This is a team.
I would always have it like an actual left back,
Yeah.
but Vardiol's playing very well. He's adapted
He's
very
good,
well.
yeah.
Are we? Did we forget Lewis Hall?
Oh,
Lewis Hall search.
Lewis
I
Hall.
think we're
Who
forgetting.
would you Chelsea have a left back?
Cucurella?
Kukamora? Kuka Sideshow
I think we're
Bob?
forgetting about
Sideshow Bob.
Wan-Bissaka at left back.
Shut up.
Right, let's move on to midfield.
Stop it.
Let's move on to
I actually
midfield.
panicked for a
Let's
second.
move on to midfield.
Okay, so 3 midfielders should
Rice.
be really easy. Rice, De Bruyne, and
Oh,
Rodri?
easy search?
Rodri.
Yeah,
Rodri.
But the thing is,
But that's too
Rodri-
defensive.
Yeah, is it?
No, we
if-
don't care.
Yeah, is it like the best midfielders or
You can't
what
put
works in a
Odegaard ahead
team?
of Rodri.
No, I just put
Rodri.
midfielders.
Yeah. So I'd
Rodri.
probably say.
Rodri, Rice, De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Oh no, Foden.
Would you put Foden in the midfield or Foden on the wing?
I would put him on the wing.
I wouldn't have him on the wing.
If you don't have him in the wing,
I
then
think
you have
there's
him
I think
in
there's
the
better
middle.
wingers this year
On
on the left.
I'll put him on the right.
So I think
Right.
well, we're all happy with Rice.
Rice.
We're all happy with.
Happy with Rice and De Bruyne, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just that
it's
last
just
one.
that
It
last
could be
bit.
Rodri. It
I
could
think-
be
I-
Odegaard's been
How
good.
long was De Bruyne injured for?
Half a season.
Quite a while. Until Jan.
So I think because of that, take him out and put
Maybe,
Foden there.
yeah, and then so you get Rice, Foden, and Rodri.
Yeah, I think that's fair because
Yeah.
De Bruyne's missed too much. He's very good when he's played, but he's missed too much.
I swear when he came
Yeah,
back.
but like
went
when he
back
came
in
back, he
hat-trick,
scored
yeah.
twice against Newcastle. Where he
Yeah.
assisted one and scored.
So he
on his
lost
first
the
game
ball.
back.
True,
Yeah, no,
true.
bro, he's unreal. But I think over the whole season, Foden's had his best individual seasons yet.
Yeah.
He's had a
Yeah,
very
that's
good
true,
season. So
yeah.
I think.
Alright.
Yeah,
And I don't want him at left wing. To be
Yeah,
fair, so I don't
leave
mind
it for
that.
actual wingers.
Yeah. Okay, so that's our 3 in the middle.
Yeah.
On the right,
Anthony.
Yeah.
Almiron.
Almiron.
Manueke.
What do you?
You know, for the past few years, it's been Salah staple, but this year, I don't know.
How many
Okay,
goals
I
did
don't. I actually don't blame Salah for like our performance.
No.
Our performance have been shit because
He's went
our
away
defenders
for
don't
AFCON.
defend.
Okay.
Our attackers can't get the shot on target, and
Nunes.
then everything just goes wrong from there.
That's true.
And then once our midfielders start panicking, it's over.
that's
But
true.
we have our midfield's being reinforced, but we can't replace the players that we've lost. You can't
Not that
replace
quickly.
Henderson, and I think our team, especially with new manager now, and I think Liverpool got put into pressure because Jurgen announced it too early.
Yeah, it's announced this for time.
Way too early, and now the players all got the added pressure.
I
Now
think
they've
there's
won the
something
game.
not going on. I think there's something going on there. I think
Yeah, he's
that,
got
like,
some
There's
conspiracy.
There's some problems with the interrelationships at
Because
Liverpool.
like Nunes was arguing with Clark.
It might
and,
not- it might
Salah
not-
argued with
and
Clark.
then on what was it? I think Nunes deleted all his Liverpool
This
stuff.
documentary
Yeah.
is gonna be good, man.
all of these
Documentary.
also, all these outbursts, like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
awards and
Salah,
stuff
West
like that.
Ham.
Yeah, something's not right there. But
Something's not right.
would you say Salah or would you say Bowen?
I
I would
still
say Salah.
I'd still say Salah because he's still scoring
still
goals.
good.
Like,
Jared Bowen has more goal involvements than him.
it's true.
Well,
Would you
Anderson.
But-
put Palmer on the right? Because he's played on the right quite a lot for us. And he's got 30 GNA, he's in the player of the
Oh,
season.
yeah.
Bowen isn't the player of the season.
To be honest,
Yeah, but player of the season means nothing to me because
But this is team of the season.
no, but
yeah, but
the
he's
thing
the
is,
logical
the thing
team
is,
of the
what-
season.
we're thinking about the whole season. We
I don't
can't-
care what the Premier League
No, but we
releases.
can't discount that Liverpool's season up to March was almost perfect.
Yeah.
It was
It's only,
almost
it's only
perfect.
recent. It's a recent fumbling.
Yeah,
That's-
which is like recency
true.
bias. Salah's got 18 goals in the league, which is still very good.
Yeah.
He
Pretty
still put those
consistent.
numbers
Yeah.
consistent. I think.
I would like to put Palmer in, but I can't see.
His best performance
Yeah.
isn't on the wing.
Yeah,
His best
yeah.
performance
Alright.
is just
I'll
in
say
front
I'll
of
settle on
Chelsea.
Salah on the right.
Salah.
Yeah, Salah on the right. And
I
then,
don't. I think Bowen should be there.
No, I don't.
He's in
think
a
so.
all right. He's in a struggling West Ham side this season, and he's still in the contention.
That's why he's underrated, but he's not the best.
And he's still in the contention to be top scorer.
Salah's still the best right winger in the league.
I don't think he is right now.
That's.
I don't think he is right now.
What are you smoking?
I just don't think he is. I think Bowen's better.
This guy's
This
a
season,
Bowen
I think he's
fan,
more.
Bowen.
I just think he's more informed this season.
Salah's been
He's got more goals.
Salah's been the best for
Don't-
the
does
last
Bowen have
like
more
5-6
goals?
seasons,
More goals.
honestly.
No,
you
he
don't take that far away
doesn't.
from him.
No,
Salah's
he
got like
doesn't.
17. How many does Bowen
VAR.
have?
He's got 8 in the league. He's got 18. Bowen. Oh, it's not even loaded. Bowen's got 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, thanks.
Saka's got. Oh no. Oh yeah.
Saka's got 16, but half of them are pens.
Yeah.
I still think you have to take into account that the West Ham have been really
Yeah.
poor this
Yeah,
season
yeah,
compared
yeah,
to last
yeah.
season. And
I mean,
how much
it
money
deserves
have
a shout-out.
how much money have Liverpool spent last season? Their team is half new compared
Yeah, yeah.
to.
They did have to replace Henderson.
I think, yeah.
Fabinho,
Yeah.
A lot of players that went
Oh,
out.
and time midfield.
Yeah, but that-
Their whole midfield and two of their front three are.
Okay, guys. Basically, Ben forgot to clear storage on his phone.
Oh, blaming me straight away.
It's the truth. It's the truth. So we were doing our team of the year. It cut off when we were talking about the right wing. So,
I was
Right
saying,
wing.
I was saying Jared Bowen.
okay.
Respect Jared Bowen for team of the year.
Okay. I was saying you can't really not put Salah in there.
Yeah, it has to be Salah.
Because
He's
I think-
consistent.
Yeah, Liverpool's season was almost perfect until they lost to United. So
Oh,
it's
any,
true.
any words?
It's true.
They're gonna choke the final anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Not even choke.
It's not
It's gonna
choke.
get fucking.
You're just gonna
smashed.
get walked over.
Yeah.
Like today.
Well,
what day is it today?
It's Sunday actually.
Yeah,
It's the Lord's. It's the Lord's day. It's the Lord's day.
play?
It's.
There is no Lord for
There's
you
no
today.
Lord for you.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Nah, I'm gonna say Salah. I'm gonna say
I
Salah.
think I said so.
But I
Yeah.
do think Bowen would be a close second though.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think it's just West Ham's season lets him down. If West Ham came in a European spot, I think he'd
I
do
remember
that.
when he was actually in good form, Bowen. When there was a season where West Ham actually popped off.
Yeah.
He scored a hat trick
It was
and
at the
everything.
Yeah,
it was at
really
the turn
well.
of the year that just completely
Yeah.
fell off.
He's still good. Like when I watch him play, even if they lose, he's playing well. But it's just he's not helped.
Yeah.
He's not helped by the team and the manager who's on his way out. To be fair.
That's true.
Sorry to say it again.
Striker?
It's Moise.
Striker.
Striker.
Pretty. You should say Haaland.
Haaland. My first instinct is
This
Haaland.
man. We'll say the otherwise.
What did I say?
He's going to take our national.
Watkins, we said
I think
Watkins.
the argument for Watkins was he's done more at Villa than Haaland has for City.
Yes.
This season.
And also-
and with Haaland,
Hoyland, you know.
and,
Joke.
and with Haaland as well, because he was so good last year.
Jackson.
Because he was so good last year, everyone's comparing him to that. He hasn't performed as amazing as that.
Yeah.
So it almost feels like he's fallen off, but he hasn't.
Yeah.
He's
No,
done.
yeah.
He's
Whereas
sort of
Watkins
like
has stepped up.
it's his own fault really.
Yeah.
For being as
I
good as he
no,
was
I wouldn't
that
even say it's his own fault. All I'm saying that is all of his now seasons coming will be overshadowed by his first season.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to keep that consistent peak at
Yeah.
that sort
Yeah,
of
I don't know if he'll do that.
high
No,
level.
no
I don't know if he does that again,
No.
to be honest.
No.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not underperformed by any way. Like,
No,
Still
I think-
putting up 31 goals
Exactly.
this season.
Yeah,
It's very good. No, it's
And
very
it
good.
literally scored 4 goals the other week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just on a win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No,
So-
Watkins has been the league's most consistent, and he contributes to most.
Most goals. Hasn't he?
Yeah, goals and assists in the league.
It goes through him really. He's the main man.
He's the main man.
When
like-
when Villa don't play him, they're a different team.
yeah, that you can't say the same with City and Haaland.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're replaceable. They've got so much depth.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
can-
It's true.
They could shove anyone in a position. and it
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
works.
But then on that basis, then wouldn't Isak be second place then? Because he's more important to Newcastle than Haaland is to City.
Yeah, but also when you
Callum
have
Wilson.
right, when you have the debate about who's more important, like it's very difficult to compare one Newcastle and Manchester United and Aston Villa and sorry, not Manchester United, Manchester City.
Yeah.
Well, because look at where both of these clubs were
Yeah.
like 5 years ago.
That's
Like
true.
Villa were in the Championship, Newcastle were
In Championship.
also in the Championship.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, and now like we are pushing for European spots like second time in a row. So you can easily say that Isak has been more pivotal to.
This will be Lorries. I guess it's Sunday.
You can easily say that Isak's been more pivotal to Newcastle in that sense. He's going to become our highest paid player ever when he re-signs this summer.
How much you give him?
I don't know. Well, like
When
Bruno was
does his
over, like,
contract expire?
no, he's got a release clause, but they want to re-sign him this summer to
Oh,
stop
definitely
that.
stop it.
Yeah.
He's essential. Like you can't lose.
If we get rid of him, Eddie Howe said it's gonna set us back.
It
by,
will.
Like,
Yeah.
2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Said
There's
if we
no
get
one
rid
to
of-
replace him anyway.
Yeah, if we said if we get rid of Bruno or Isak, you're setting us back by a considerable amount.
Yeah.
So I don't think they could say the same for Haaland. Like I don't think if they
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
Haaland, it would be anywhere
Anything,
near
No,
as
they
big of a
wouldn't-
deal.
They've got Alvarez.
They've got
Yeah,
Alvarez.
yeah, exactly.
And he's what, like 22, 23?
Yeah. He's an up and coming.
He starts at most other clubs in the league. I
Starts
think
at
every
every
club,
other
every
club.
other
Yeah.
club.
Every other
Yeah.
club he starts.
It's actually insane.
Besides maybe Newcastle with Isak.
No, I
You
still
think Alvarez is better than Isak?
No. I just think
Alvarez
that he
and
plays
Isak
somewhere,
up front.
I think he plays somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe on the left, but then where do you play
Well,
Gordon?
when Haaland and Alvarez had played
Get out
together,
of the
he
way.
plays behind him, so
Yeah.
you could definitely fit him in.
If
The
you have
10.
like
Put him
a
at 10.
put him at the 10 spot.
He's very
Anyways, yeah, sorry. So we're all agreeing on
Watkins,
Yeah.
yes.
Watkins, Isak, Haaland.
Yeah.
I'll say
I think
Haaland.
we said
and
Watkins,
Isak.
Haaland.
I'll say Haaland.
Okay,
Isak. I'll
okay.
say Haaland.
Haaland,
Isak. He
Left-
tried it.
He tried.
I don't need to try anything because left wing is Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, we did say
Yeah.
that. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's just there's no outstanding left wingers. You'd say Gordon would be the only one, but he's got 10 goals and 10 assists, which is quite good in the league.
Yeah.
And I'd say it's his most effective season so far.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the manager of England wasn't Southgate and he had a brain, he'd probably start him. But
We did
because
start him in the first friendly.
No,
and the
but
second friendly.
I promise you, he's not starting a big game at the Euros.
No,
he might
he
start like
probably won't.
he'll start the third group
He's
game
gonna-
after he's
gonna play
qualified.
at left wing.
He's gonna.
You'll get subbed on.
You
in
actually
these
think he's gonna
10
play
He's
right?
putting Foden at he's putting Foden at left wing.
Foden,
You know that, and it's gonna
Foden starts
it
at left
nullifies for
I'm just checking. Keep going.
it nullifies his best attributes when you play him on the left. It's on the left.
Foden's
because
just
on the
wild,
left,
though.
you
He's just
have to
wild.
operate there.
Yeah,
If you're in the middle, you have.
But you know,
all
the
of
thing
the-
is,
right.
he's
Yeah.
so good that he can play anywhere. in
No,
the
he'll be
three.
good.
He could even play as a 10 if he wanted to.
Either 10.
Like-
I'd say he's the best 10
Yeah,
in the
easily.
England team.
He can play anywhere in that midfield besides fucking the 6th position.
Yeah.
He can play anywhere
Yeah.
up front.
Yeah.
He could even play at 9 if he fucking wanted to. He'd probably do well.
He's done it for City, full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's like the most talented player in England right now, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah, he is. What about Cole Palmer?
You have to say
I wouldn't say most talented.
No.
Most in form.
Mate, the commentators, it's insane what I've been
Most
hearing.
Would it not be funny if this is actually a purple patch with Cole Palmer?
Bro,
and he goes,
It's been like
season.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
next season, ACL and everything.
ACL gone.
This is the prime
But
example.
that doesn't. If he has a massive injury, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, of course.
It'll be funny though. It'll be like Reece James all over again.
Obese James, you know.
If
What a
the-
captain.
this is a prime example of the media getting carried away with the young English
Yes,
player.
yes,
Every
yes.
time. This happens at least
Yeah,
once a year.
Any English player, they always overhype them.
Even Mainu's plays to like a good level, what like a Man United midfielder should be playing to. He's not doing anything massively exceptional.
And he's getting
just
England
doing the
shouts.
right thing, and he's getting in the England.
He
shouts.
will get in the England team.
He probably will because it's a 26-man squad now.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And you'd have to say this year he's probably played better than a lot of English midfielders. But also that with that comes the massive overrating.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
called up for England like that, like you,
Especially that
a
young.
higher level is
Yeah.
expected of you. You
Yeah.
know.
It's
And I don't know if Mainu is gonna mentally be ready for that.
I'd
I
say-
think he might be a bit too
I-
young.
I think he'll be fine, but I don't think he's going to play that much. So I don't think it's that much of an
He'll
issue.
play like in the 70th minute on.
Yeah, it's more for the.
sub.
We're trying to hold on to a game.
It's good experience.
He'd maybe
for him,
again.
to be
He'd
honest.
maybe start like the third group game. With
Yeah,
Will Ready
yeah,
through.
yeah.
But He wouldn't play in like the
When they
knockouts.
start
No.
experimenting.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, once they make through, you could just play whatever team you want, give everyone some
Exactly,
minutes.
exactly.
But apart from that, I think you're right. You can't see
Yeah.
that at the time.
No,
They would
it's-
risk it. Unless we're like 4-0 up, they won't sub.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know, these other players.
What do we do after the team this season?
Then we did goal of the season.
Yeah.
We did most
So
overrated,
forward
most
and left wing.
underrated.
So that completes the team.
Done
And
that.
then goal of the year. Garnacho, I said.
Schlupp.
Yeah, I said Schlupp against Fulham. That was a pretty good goal.
Schlupp's good, but you see that goal a lot every season. Someone hits it on the half volley. It's beautiful. I love that goal. It's probably in my top 3 of the year. But
Yeah.
you don't see an overhead kick like that very often.
Yeah.
Have you seen an overhead kick like that in the last 5 years? I'd say Andy Carroll was probably the last one I can remember. Where it was like, wow.
I can't remember.
Because you catch it beautifully.
Yeah.
Andy Carroll, Rooney,
Yeah, I think there's more skill to a bicycle kick
Crouch. His
than
bounce.
there is,
it don't go
there is
straight
like
in.
a long range shot. Because you see one of those, 2 of those every season sort of thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see a bicycle kick.
No, exactly. Garnacho.
Yeah, Garnacho, I think.
That's fair.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
It was outside the box, wasn't it? It was
Just- it was
yeah,
just
just
on the
outside the
outside.
box. I think I remember it, and it went top right or something.
Yeah. So, okay, what we did next is we can actually spend more time on this because we rushed it yesterday because it's before the Newcastle game. What does your team need to do in the summer to improve?
I can't remember what I said yesterday.
Do you want to start
Make
my
sure-
I think I said.
You
I
said
think-
on the pitch, you said the defender.
I think I said.
I said you need a centre.
Oh,
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
I think
I think,
centre back.
Yeah.
I think we need a more
It's Chelsea, by
experienced.
the way.
Yeah.
We need a more experienced centre back, especially with the loss of Thiago Silva. Because
Experience.
now, yeah.
So who do you think?
How do you replace
I don't know,
like,
I
Rudiger and
can't-
stuff like that? Yeah, how do you define like a player? You still, I felt like your defence has struggled to replace a player like Rudiger.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
no.
you've suffered
Him
ever
and
since.
Christensen, they were like a core.
Your
for 2
defence
years,
was
and we
amazing.
just-
You had like Chilwell, Reece James, Rudiger,
Yeah.
and now look at your defence now. It's
Yeah.
pieces.
Well,
it's disgusting.
it was that. It was after the
Sassy.
Champions League. We had that 5 back with James, Christensen,
terrible,
Rudiger,
terrible.
Silva,
It was
Yeah.
terrible
Chilwell.
fight at the back.
And the first half of that season, we were unreal. Like we were top of the league
Yeah.
in October, and then Chilwell got injured, James got injured, and then we got
Chilwell.
and then Rudiger left, Christensen left,
Yeah.
and he just hasn't been the same
No, he
since.
hasn't. You can tell.
And we absolutely have not replaced Rudiger or Christensen since.
No, I haven't.
I think we need, we need
Moses, you know.
Moses.
Who could you sign?
Victor
Victor
Moses.
Moses,
Right wing
right
back,
wing back,
yeah,
yeah.
unreal. But yeah, I think we need an experienced defender. I'm not sure who. but
Araujo.
Someone who has like played at the top level for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
That's the thing, but like the pool for that is not very big.
It's not
You
big.
got Eric Dyer starting
You,
for Bayern
you
Munich.
definitely.
Yeah, no,
The world's gone
exactly.
mad.
Yeah, you definitely need somebody older with a bit more experience to lead
Almost a
those-
leader.
lead those
Yeah.
young centre backs.
Yeah.
Do not give the captain's armband to Disassi at any
No.
point.
Obviously not. No, it's
Badia Shield.
no.
It's like when we lost Henson, we lost on like controlling
Yeah,
the
and
game. On the pitch. It's like an old pitch
wasn't-
manager.
He wasn't the best player, but he knew how to
He
like
command
work
the team. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that so much.
It's true,
No,
it's true,
but I mean when they say that for him in the England team.
Who?
Henderson.
Yeah.
'cause he's
He
taking
does
up
shout.
space.
He
Yeah.
keeps everyone,
He
motivated.
is
Yeah.
that player who can like.
I don't mind him
make
being
a
there
team.
as long as he's not taking away anybody
Mate,
else's
add him
spot.
in as an assistant coach. Literally just have him on the side.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
come
good
on.
point, actually.
Come on.
I think he would be a good coach. Honestly,
Probably.
I think he would.
But I think he's better on field coaching because he can,
And the thing is, he wasn't
mentality.
He wasn't that good, so he'd be a good coach. I think
I
good
think he's a
coaches
good
weren't
coach.
good players.
Yeah.
Apart from
Yeah.
Guardiola, but like even then, he was like Busquets. But yeah,
But yeah, experienced defender, and that's
And a goalkeeper.
maybe I'd probably say experienced defender is more as a priority.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get Kepa back. Petrovic has been okay. I think that's more of a priority.
last striker.
Well,
Maybe a winger.
Nkuku's been injured all
Midfielder.
season, so we haven't really had his impact. And I think Jackson's been okay. He's been okay. 14 goals in the league. 14 goals in the league. And considering he was never meant to be the main man either, it was always meant to be Nkuku.
Yeah.
I think he's done a fair enough job to hold that position.
And Nkunku hasn't.
You mean
though.
you mean the
no,
guy?
because he's been injured all
The
season.
guy you
Yeah.
called poo poo yesterday.
Nkunku.
Literally when he came on the pitch.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this season he's
He's
been
injured.
injured.
I love
I'm
it.
hoping next year he actually
Feels like
steps up.
a lot of your best 11 are injury prone.
Well, yeah, they've had like top 3 injuries this season.
Yeah.
But only Newcastle
Numbers
gets injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nkuku never had an injury before. We signed him
And
in his
instantly
second friendly.
ACL.
Yeah, out for
ACL.
3 months.
Wait, we had
It's
that
like-
too.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay. What about
What do we need to do? We need to sell Casemiro.
your team? A whole new board.
We need to sell
New team?
You need to sell the Deadwood. So that's Casemiro. That's Varane.
Dissolved.
And I
It's
know,
a few,
and I know,
it's a few.
and I know he's had a decent season, but I think now is the perfect time to sell Maguire. I know.
No,
But the
you
thing is,
sell Rashford
no, but the
more
thing
than you
is,
sell
the thing is,
Maguire.
no one's gonna get. The only team that will get him is PSG.
PSG, yeah.
Yeah, but they won't. They'll sign someone else. Like,
I don't know.
I don't think. Like I said last week, he's a marketable asset. I don't think they're gonna sell him. He is. Oh,
Rashford.
Manchester. Yeah, he's Man United.
Yeah.
He's from
Yeah.
Manchester. Oh, he's number 10. Oh, he's our like top scorer in the team right now, like of all time. They won't sell him that easy unless he wants to go.
Yeah.
And like also it would be a financial travesty. Like we gave this guy a new contract worth almost 300k a year ago. It's really
Yeah.
embarrassing if you sell him now.
Sell it, yeah.
So they won't do that. But like obviously if I was at the board, yeah, I'd do it. I'd sell him because I don't think he's got what it takes for the long term. But yeah, Casemiro, Varane. Now you cash in on Maguire. I'm so annoyed. Everyone that's English that I say this to has told me you have to keep him.
But you've had a lot of injuries at centre back.
Yeah.
Like, even against Palace,
Yeah,
you had to
yeah.
start. Johnny Evans wasn't fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense
To sell, yeah,
Maguire.
where
Like,
you're
yeah, okay.
where you're most vulnerable.
I would
Yeah,
rather.
and Varane. I know his contract's coming up at the end of the season, but
Oh, Varane's going free.
It's
actually,
like
yeah.
you're getting rid of all
Chelsea.
of your depth where there is none.
No, Maguire's been available, and I think that's what made like he's not done anything wrong. I don't think he's crap, but I think if you ever want to get money for him, you have to sell him now, and then you can get another centre back.
I don't know if this season's the season to sell him. I think next season.
Even though he was like the
because
most
if you-
hated player, I don't think.
You're going to need a whole
I don't
like
think selling.
2-3 signings for
Yeah,
defence.
I think what could work.
start
for
with
you-
one.
What could work for Maguire is if he does really well at the Euros, people will.
Yeah,
think about
that's what I mean. And we got Kambuala coming up. He can come in. No, he's 19.
Yeah, I know.
For depth,
but,
for
like,
depth. I'm not saying to
who's
start.
going to lead that defence?
I'm not saying that's what I mean. We need to sign a defender.
Yeah, but that's why you don't get rid of your only leader in defence
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, yeah.
You sell
Your only
you
senior
sell
player.
people like Varane who are washed.
No, his contract's gone. He's
Yeah.
for free. He's
Yeah.
going for free.
So you'll have to replace him anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
No, no,
terms
no.
of the.
I genuinely think we keep that. We do need a leader. I think we get a leader in, but you don't need. If we lose 2 defenders, it's not the end of the world. You can bring up Kambuala, and then you can bring in a different youth player that can take Kambuala's place.
Sure, your goal difference this season.
That's right. I don't
What-
think
Your
He's-
goal difference will be worse next season.
Mate,
if
I'm
you
not
get rid
saying
of
I'm
Maguire.
not saying start.
By the way,
I'm not
also-
saying start him. I'm saying put him on the bench. I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
buy
keep
some-
Maguire on the bench as well.
Does it put Maguire on the bench?
I don't know, bro. I don't rate Maguire at all. I don't
No,
know. I don't
I'm
know.
not rating
rating
him. I'm
it.
just saying
I'm just
that
saying
you're
he's
going to
essential
run
right
out
now.
of
He's
run out of
essential.
people at the back.
Mate,
You're considering
I
selling
think
one of your defenders.
I think it might come back to haunt you.
Yeah,
selling
I
Maguire
think so.
And letting Varane go. That's
That would be
I
sick.
don't know,
Is it
man. As long
Martinez-
as we get one defender, I think it's
Is it
fine.
Martinez gets injured? Who have you got? Lindelof. Would you keep Evans?
No, that's the thing. We need to buy a first.
Wan
first
Bissaka
one.
can only play one position. Lindelof is only.
Oh
good
yeah,
at
no,
one
sell Wan
position.
Bissaka as well. So what excited as
Do you
well.
want to just buy a new team?
Yeah,
Do you want to just restart?
No,
This
no.
is Manchester United.
You can't do this all in one window. It has to be
Yeah.
spread out. Like
Especially
No,
with the
we won't.
Euros as well.
We no, but
it doesn't. No, but
No,
we're not
but-
saying what they're gonna do. We're saying what
I
you should
want.
do.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. We're going to keep Maguire. We'll keep Rashford. We'll keep Wan-Bissaka. All of this, none of what I said is going to happen except maybe Varane.
You should
and
sell. You
Casemiro.
should sell Wan-Bissaka, I think, because
Yes.
he's fucking like average.
Yeah.
Most of
and
your team is just below
He's been
average.
exposed.
So.
Has
The
been
only
below average, yeah.
player in our
Bruno.
team that's had a good season, two, Bruno and Daniel.
Not Garnacho.
No.
I think
No.
Garnacho's been all right.
He's
but
hit or miss,
He's been
that's
quite.
what-
Yeah,
I think considering he's like 19.
yeah, no.
He's very young.
It's for a young player. I think it's been a decent season, but he's really frustrating. to
Again,
watch.
he's
so frustrating.
like
Maybe I don't watch him enough.
he
No, he's
literally
good though.
dribbles into the defender sometimes. You're like, what are you like? Do you actually know how to beat a man?
Yeah.
He does
Like,
it. The
can
thing
be
is,
a struggle to watch.
he'll do it one time out of 6, but at that point, that's not worth doing every
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like he can do
And
it.
then on that 1 out of 6, it's about then finishing the chance.
Yeah.
and he doesn't. He
He'll
doesn't
never
do
pass,
that
yeah.
fucking
He'll-
often.
I think it was that the Burnley game where Anthony got 8 shots, Garnacho had 5, and Hoyland had none.
Yeah.
They didn't
you want
pass
to give
it.
it to your finisher.
They didn't
You want
pass
to
it
give your
to the only striker in our team. Like
Yeah.
these guys need to learn. But yeah, I mean, I think the priority is actually I think a holding midfielder and a centre back. These are the two things we need.
Revitalise your defence.
New manager,
We need
new
that.
board,
Need a
new
spine.
players, new training
I
grounds.
genuinely don't think
Training
I
ground.
genuinely don't think the big problem is the manager. I think it's the club.
New medical
If we
staff.
restructure, yeah, literally get a director of football that will decide the signings. Because literally every player we've signed is just who Ten Hag knows. Oh, I had Anthony at Ajax. I had Martinez at Ajax.
You need,
Dan
you
and Onana
need
Ajax.
Dan Ashworth to come in.
Yeah,
and
we need-
sort you out.
We got Dan
We need a real
Ashworth.
strategy.
We got Omar Barada from City. We got the City strategies guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm hopeful for the future.
Yeah, I think with the new ownership potentially coming in, I think that will be sorted out.
Yeah.
I
That's
say hopefully.
I think
I
that's
hope not.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
I hope not.
I hope not, but like as a as a
Yeah,
club, we want
yeah.
that to work out.
No, that's true. But yeah, I don't think the manager's the big problem. Even though after this Arsenal game, I'll be saying Ten Hag out because I'll be angry.
Fair enough.
But with my logical hat on, I don't think he's the biggest problem right now.
He's not the biggest problem. He's definitely a problem.
No, he is.
He's bang average.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think his decision making has been erratic. I think he's panicking. I think he's a good manager who's panicking right now because things aren't going his way. But yeah, anyway.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Don't let Charlie have a betting account, probably. Definitely sign a fullback, a centre back, and
Right winger.
or a right winger.
Surely, yeah.
We've got pretty much everywhere covered for some more depth, but like we've had to play Emil Kraft at centre back.
Who plays your right wing right now?
Almiron or Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a
You need-
replacement.
yeah,
you need-
And Almiron is like
Purple patch.
purple patch for on.
Purple patch.
Did it
bitch.
once,
Jacob
though.
He
Murphy.
did it once.
Yeah.
His purple patch was good while it lasted.
Yeah. He's the Jeremy Lin of the Premier League. Like so average. But he fit. You need to find people that fit into the way Eddie Howe wants to play.
Yeah.
If you get someone in like I don't know,
You want Elise.
Garnacho or Anthony.
You want Elise? though?
We'd like, yeah, Elise would.
I think
be
we
nice.
all. Chelsea wants Elise. We
Yeah.
want Elise.
For a
Elise
good
is
reason,
good.
man. Because he's
He's
a
good.
talent.
Actually, yeah, we need a right winger as well.
Yeah.
I think Eze, Olise, I think they were looking to leave. That'll be 100 plus
Yeah.
mil if you get
They
these two
won't.
players.
They won't let both go. They only let one.
Yeah.
No, I think they let both go. They'll
No,
get offers.
no.
They'll get offers, and then they have to.
They'll let.
If people come knocking on the door with money, they are
Yeah,
taking.
no,
you're
it.
not going to
Obviously.
lose your two best players.
Bro, Palace, they sold Zaha.
Yeah, the
That's
only
their best
reason,
player.
yeah, the only reason Elise is going is because his release clause is coming into play.
Yeah.
60 million. That's quite
That's a
good.
quite good
Yeah.
deal,
The
actually.
only thing is injury prone, hamstring as well.
Yeah,
Hamstring
Yeah,
problems.
something that consistently goes
Yeah.
in
And
modern
with,
day football.
with our medical teams,
That's true.
not too sure about that.
Yeah, we definitely need some revamp of the medical staff, or it's the training like centre or whatever it is that's injuring them, and to figure out what it is and fucking sort that
Need the
out.
address of the hospital that
Have you
Guardiola
seen those
sends all
the
players to.
pods? What they put the players in to
Yeah,
make them heal
rehabilitation.
faster?
Cryo.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
fucking hell. You need that every single
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah.
The highest.
Well, that's been in the game for like at least.
Yeah,
Is
but
this
does
cryo?
United have it?
yeah.
Yeah.
The cryopods, I think.
Cryopods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And then I mean keep Eddie Howe. That's all I can say.
But
Keep Eddie Howe.
I saw fans saying he needs to go.
Oh, didn't ask. No, like anyone saying Eddie Howe needs to go is just like an entitled, like not a real fan. Like how I don't even understand how anyone can come to that conclusion after the 2.5 years that he's been here.
Maybe they just started
Go
spoiling
Champions
Newcastle
League.
last year.
Champions League.
Yeah,
they're
Champions
gonna
League.
probably get some form of European competition this year.
Yeah.
Like, you got to give it time, man. If you want to be challenging for the Premier League in those top 4 spots, it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, I
like
think-
Leicester was a one-off, and then look at it now.
Yeah, exactly. I think I feel like your squad isn't there yet,
Yeah.
so you need to keep the same manager, the same kind of
Yeah.
structure, and then once you get the players in, then you can get a
Yeah.
top manager who can.
You got to build around like Isaac and Kimmerich. Like that's our Hoyland
That's
and
your
to me.
spine.
I think Gordon as well.
And Gordon, yeah. So like for United, it would probably be Hoyland, Garnacho, and maybe us. It's Gordon, Isaac, and Bruno. You've got to build around those players, and we've got young players as well, like Harvey Barnes and stuff like that, Tonali as well.
Yeah.
These are the players that you cannot sell at any cost, and then the best thing you can do now is we definitely need a right winger, some defender, maybe a multi-position defender. And yeah, I'd say keep Eddie Howe. That's the biggest thing I can say. Keep Eddie Howe.
That's fair.
Give him a chance to cook.
That's fair.
Because he's only been here for 2.5 years, and look what he's done in that
He's
time.
done so much.
Yeah.
He's done
Yeah,
so
he's
so
done-
much.
In that time, no manager I think has had a bigger effect on a club than Eddie Howe.
Oh, yeah.
has.
In recently, I don't think.
Thinking.
The football.
Nah, I don't
players,
think
I-
it is.
Steve King.
Steve King.
Remy Gard.
Got
Took them
him.
down.
What would you say for Liverpool? What's the best? thing
So
you can
we've
do?
got quite a few problems at the moment. Well, firstly, we're losing Klopp after
Yes.
almost a decade of him in power. You know,
Certainly
the
probably.
manager we got, I've never heard of this guy in my
He's
life.
cracking.
Slot.
Bro, he's literally
What,
like
what
a
is
BTEC
that? What's a
Ten Hag
slot?
right now.
I've never heard of this guy. in
BTEC
my
Ten
life.
Hag.
I'm-
Yeah.
Have fun
it's
with that,
done, it's
mate.
done, it's
Have
over.
fun with
I'm
that.
dead, I'm dead. I died. But it'll be interesting to see how he fits into Liverpool
Yeah.
because I don't know what system he plays or anything. If we need to revamp the entire team,
It's different in Holland, man. It's so different
Yeah.
in Holland. You can see it with Ten Hag.
so that my main problem is if you look at like contract length, we've got Salah now. Who, if he leaves or if he gets any more interest, he gets interest every year from like Saudi now.
He's gone.
He's gone. If he goes this year, because
Last
there's been
year's
like
contract.
something happening in the background, I don't know what yet. There's been loads of
Oh,
arguments,
drama, yeah.
drama. Look, worst case scenario, Salah leaves this year in the summer. Who's replacing? We don't. What? Harvey Elliott? Like, I'm sorry.
I hate him.
I'm
I
sorry.
hate him.
I'm sorry. There's too big of boots to fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though we've got good depths in the other positions, I think that could be it. Nunes is having problems still finding the goal. He's allergic or something, or he's got his shoes tied
Yeah,
wrong.
he's finishing.
What is it with signing now, getting managers from like outside of the top 5 leagues in the world? Because obviously Ten
No,
Hag came from the Eredivisie.
No,
Like
it's-
this
it's
slot
true.
is coming from the Eredivisie.
I'm surprised they went for Slot. To be fair, they tried Xabi Alonso, but he wasn't.
No,
said
he was not
stayed.
He
ready.
wanted to stay
He wasn't
behind.
ready, yeah.
If they got Xabi Alonso in, that would have been very interesting.
Yeah.
I think that would. But yeah, I don't think it was going to happen.
But the thing is, the board at Liverpool aren't dumb. Like the board, there's actually a good structure there, so maybe there's something there in.
But
Slot.
they're just
There
a
might
bit
be.
stingy with their money. But apart from that, they're a good ball.
Yeah, like all your signings make sense. Like yeah, Szoboszlai and Endo are taking time to settle in, but they're good players.
Well, all right. So if I move on to my midfield, I would say. Well, we had a massive midfield
Rebuild,
restructure.
yeah.
Our midfield used to bully other midfields.
Yeah.
Now our midfield, we play like a double
overrun.
pivot sort of
Yeah.
shit system now, and like Endo as well. We've only got short-term solutions. I still think we need one more midfield just to
Yeah.
solidify
I
it.
feel like you don't.
They're not bad players. Like McAllister's actually good,
Yeah.
and if
I
you
don't
watch them
think-
on the ball, they're actually good.
Yeah, I don't think you have the muscle in
No,
midfield.
no, no, no.
You've not got
You
that
have
big man.
Szoboszlai, technical player,
Yeah.
McAllister, technical player, Endo.
His
He's
stats-
a runner.
technical,
He's a runner.
His stats are really
but
good
you have
considering his
Fabinho
age and
who would
everything.
just break up the play, and you've lost that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need like
Fabinho.
you had the Fabinho and the
Yeah,
Henderson
that's
roles,
it,
like the
that's it.
runners. They would
Yeah.
do all the dirty work for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But you've not got that right now. You've
No.
not got it right
No,
now.
no,
You've
that-
just got like
We just got good enough,
Technical
but we don't
player.
have world class. That's
No.
what.
because
right
when
now.
it comes to a team that you have to actually physically bully back into their
Yeah.
own half, you're going to struggle to do that because your
Not
team's
with-
not
no.
physical whatsoever
No.
outside of your 2 centre backs.
Yeah, that's
like you
right.
haven't got anyone who can pick up a ball, shield it, hold a play up and lay
Yeah,
off.
stuff with it.
Like that's what
That's what I do think.
like
maybe
Mateta.
one.
Like Mateta's like, bro, if you played Mateta in the middle, like a Joe Linton, do you reckon he could be good?
He's really good.
The thing is, the Joe Linton thing is such a rare.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and also Mateta's good at scoring goals.
That's
the
true,
only
yeah.
reason.
The goal he
Joe-
scored against United was like, it was unreal.
Mate, that's
Full post.
That's inform.
That's a striker's
and
goal.
he scored
Yeah.
yesterday against Wolves as well.
Mate, that's just-
he's on
he's
fire.
It's
on
just
fire.
inform, but it doesn't mean anything because Palace are there. Have you not
Yeah.
seen that thing of
He
like
could leave, to be fair.
he could,
Nah,
but it won't.
Mateta, Eze,
Palace is-
Elise.
He could
Palace
go to
is
Chelsea.
finishes.
I could see that actually.
It's
No,
just, no,
Chelsea.
they keep him.
No,
He's had a good run, like the last 2 months.
How much
Yeah.
would you get? out
Not
of him?
enough.
All three players, 120
Not much
max.
for him.
Yeah.
That 40.
I can't imagine Mateta being more
I
than
think-
Eze and Elise.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
about 45.
I think it'll be a massive
I
pump
would say
to
35.
go say, oh, let's sign Mateta.
Yeah, 'cause it's
off
about-
of 2 months of Glasgow.
Yeah.
Considering
yeah,
how
yeah.
poor he was under Hodgson.
Yeah, it's a purple patch, I think, and this manager's done wonders, but he's only been there for a couple of months.
Yeah.
for a couple
Yeah.
of months.
Like, if he does it next season and he puts up kind of the same
Same
sort
numbers,
of run, same
yeah.
points per game, then yeah, fair
I
enough,
never remember
but-
him being this good.
No, me
Yeah,
neither.
Mateta, no, he was always like a.
Eze's the only one that rings a bell, which I can say, oh, he's definitely a good player at Palace.
Yeah.
Can't really think of
You could say that about Elise as well, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
But also, like, next year you've got players like Leicester coming up. They're going to want to sell some assets that they've got.
They need to.
They
Yeah,
don't need to.
They're in trouble.
They don't need to. Also, like, they've got some good talent as well that I wouldn't mind signing. I'd sign
Maldini.
that. I'd sign that Maldini.
Right winger, isn't he? Or
Yeah,
left
he's a
winger?
left winger.
Ah, okay.
But he's a left winger. Then I'd play Gordon on the right hand side.
But then you wouldn't get the best out of Gordon when you want to do that.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I just like. I think Mavadini's so like really good. I just think he's great. I'm
Okay.
a fanboy.
So what was the one thing? So what was the thing you wanted to say?
Last bit was just on defence. We need new centre backs.
Everyone needs
Centre
centre backs.
Defensive
Everyone
titles.
needs. Everyone needs centre backs right now. Like there's
Everyone's
not-
defensive.
The market's going to be ridiculous.
I mean,
It's because of injuries. Once your defence
Injuries.
goes, like you're
That's it.
fucked.
It's
and
the
that's where
most
the most
goals.
injuries.
It's the
happen.
most goals in the Premier League season this year. So
Yeah.
the defense
By
is
a big margin
horrible.
as well. Big
Yeah.
margin.
Only one good defense in the league.
Yeah.
It's Arsenal.
Arsenal's, yeah. And even then, it's their centre backs really. Like
Oh, shit.
I really
And
don't
Rice.
rate Ben. I don't rate Ben
No,
White.
it's a centre backs and Rice.
Yeah,
that's why.
they do a lot really well, especially Saliba. He's
I
really good.
rate him, man.
Yeah.
and it's
I
so
love him at
annoying.
Newcastle,
It's so
to be
annoying
fair.
that he's an Arsenal player.
They'll never let him go for less than 80.
But 100.
No way.
No,
when
he's-
every other
he's
team.
Brazilian.
is-
If Van
They
Dijk,
wouldn't say
yeah,
it.
they wouldn't.
They
They
wouldn't
wouldn't.
say
But if Van Dijk was 80, Saliba right now in his prime, because of inflation now, it would be 100.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Depends
Maybe
how close he is to the
overstretching
end of his
it,
contract.
It's no, he's recently signed a new one.
Uh,
They're keeping him. They signed him when he was a teenager.
Have they got a release clause?
No.
He's
Usually
been there for a while.
only
He went on loan.
He
usually
has been
smaller
there, yeah.
clubs will give them release clauses. Usually.
You got to respect that because he's been at the club for a while and
Yeah.
he never started until like last
Last
season.
year.
It's probably the only thing AFTV even write about. Because I remember
Yeah.
in the banter area, they're like, when Saliba comes back, we
Yeah,
were like,
yeah, they were talking about it,
okay,
yeah.
sure, they were right. Damn it, Ty.
Ty, bro.
Okay, fairs. Okay, rate your season with a letter right now, just one grade.
From like 8.
to F. 8 to
C.
C?
C.
Okay.
I think we got to a cup final. We didn't win it, but we got to a cup final. We got to a cup
Yeah.
semi-final. The first half of the season was really poor, but I think with the run that we're kind of on at the moment, I mean, beating Tottenham, Everton, and Forest yesterday, I feel like you can definitely see glimpses
Yeah.
that next season we could go on to
There's
do
better.
better things.
And that
yeah.
with another transfer window as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Palmer was.
And you guys have a
definitely-
lot of money to fucking spend because
If you get Europe,
No,
no, if you get Europe, you have a bit more.
yeah, you
Oh,
will.
I don't know. I
You
don't
will.
know.
And I
But-
think you'll sell somebody. You'll sell some old assets this summer.
Brojure's on the way out.
Sell
We're
that.
gonna, we're gonna
He's
get,
fucking
we're
shit.
gonna get rid of.
You're gonna scam someone for
Sell
Brozier.
Kukureya.
We're
Scam
gonna,
somebody.
yeah, we're gonna get rid.
You got scammed by Brighton with all these
Thing is,
shit
we've
transfers.
got
You
we've
fully got
The
scammed.
thing is, we don't actually need any. Like, we don't physically need anyone. We have loads of players in our team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have to sell first before we buy, realistically.
Yeah.
And I think now that we've had one season of under Pochettino, and he's kind of, I don't know if he's going to stay or not, but he's kind of
What do you want?
galvanised. I'm not really. I'm kind of on the fence.
Yeah.
Like I think I think he should stay because he's built the groundwork for what could be a good season next year.
Sometimes I tactically look at it and I think the tactics aren't the
Yeah.
problem. It's actually just the individual errors that could be attributed.
I think his tactics are okay, but it's the kind of man management that he's good at. Like I remember seeing that there would be a player revolt if Pochettino left, and that actually makes sense because all the players really like him because of how he is.
He signed them all. I mean,
Yeah,
majority.
Because at Tottenham and at Southampton, he was really good at like building young players up and developing them. That's why Tottenham didn't do well in the first few seasons, but then 4 seasons down the line, Champions League final,
Yeah, I think you let it give him time. Yeah.
I'd keep him till next season. And
No, I would say if you're keeping him, you have to keep him for a few years to let.
Oh yeah,
It's a
no, I'm saying
project,
he's on a 2-year contract, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think realistically, we have to get next year Europa League minimum because last season was terrible. This year's
it's been a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot
Last
better.
year's horrible.
But that's still not like where we used to be before. the
Yeah,
takeover, Before the sanctions. and
You've
all that.
basically fallen out of the top
Yeah.
5 and top 6
Yeah,
conversation.
that's why I think C, because in terms of the position, like we would expect Champions
It's a
League.
pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've
exactly.
got to say one letter.
But I'm not coming. I'm not going. Yeah, one letter. Yeah, but yeah, I'll stick it with a C.
Okay.
Okay.
Mid-range.
Josh?
I wanted to give it an E or an F, but we made a cup final, so I'll say a D. Why are you Facebook?
Do you don't think that sounds so entitled?
But the thing is, right?
What's
I have a
entitled?
question. If
They're
you-
doing
if-
you're doing better than Chelsea the whole season, and they've only caught you up in this last part of the
Yeah.
season, and now you're going to try and give it an
But-
E.
No, a
After
D, a
you're-
D, a
after
D,
You're
I
in
said a
a
D.
you're in a you're in
A D.
You're in a
a
final.
FA
Yeah.
Cup final.
If you
as
win
well.
that,
and you
is
have
that-
all
is
these
the season
injuries.
a B?
We're not
Is it an
winning
A?
We're not winning.
No, but if you do,
Oh, if we win it, it's a C.
It's
we
an
get
F-
Europe.
It's the FA Cup.
I
Anything
think
can happen.
the
Because-
trophy is B minimum.
Yeah,
B
I
minimum.
agree.
I don't
And
know.
that's why you can't sack Ten Hag right
So-
now
yeah,
because he's
no.
in a cup final.
You know what? I
And-
would
and
say
he has
C
a
is
chance of
fair.
winning.
I would say C is
I-
fair. for
I-
United.
C is fair.
If they win the final, B.
No.
B. That's
No,
it.
but a C means it's a pass. This season has not been a pass. I'm
It
sorry.
has been.
There's no. We'll watch this
Okay,
game like that. And
it's a
you'll
C
all-
minus.
No, but like
There's
no
I know
you've
that
watched-
I know you're shit,
there's no
but
tactics.
you're also winning games, and you can't like for a season.
We
If we're
were.
rating,
Not
if you're
now.
rating how a season's going, the bottom line is it's black and white. Do you win games or do you lose games? And when you're winning games more than you're losing games, regardless of how bad Ten Hag might have on his record for United as being like the worst United manager statistically with all the
This
losses
season,
he's had.
yeah.
Like you still have to look at context, look at how bad Chelsea were last season, and say, okay, we're nowhere near as bad as they were.
Yeah.
We're still in a cup final. We are still 7th place. We still have a chance to get Europe. If you got Europe and won the FA Cup final, you'd be screaming it. No,
You would
it's
say
an A.
You would
What,
say
top
S.
top 4.
No. If you got 6th place and you won the FA
Then
Cup,
it's a B.
That's
no.
It's a B.
No, I think that's an A.
I would say
Mate,
you
I'd say
would
B minimum.
you would say
I
that.
just-
No, right? You're looking at it like United's underperformed, but if you did that, technically you beat expectations. So I would
Yeah.
think you would have put it an A.
If we
It makes
won
sense.
the cup final and still finished, if we won the League Cup final, that would be like B minimum.
Yeah.
Regardless of where we
Yeah,
finish.
I
straight
agree.
away.
I agree.
I think-
and then
I
that's
think-
when you look contextually and
Yeah.
look at like
Yeah.
the individual wins.
I think you're being a bit
it's man
too harsh.
management.
I think.
Mate,
Yeah, I think it's too
I've never
harsh.
felt so disillusioned with the United side in my life.
I think you could
I don't
say-
see any
Because
direction.
you're
I
getting
think
more
you could say.
pessimistic
I
as
think you
get
could say
older.
this season has been a C, but you're less optimistic than I would be
Mate,
for next year.
You know, you guys mentioned the cup final. I have not considered the possibility of us winning it. Like, it's not even in my head. Like when you're like, oh, if you win it, I haven't even thought if we win it.
It hasn't happened yet.
I just know we've reached.
It's an FA Cup.
Yeah,
man.
to me-
anything can happen.
To me, I credit Ten Hag as reaching the final, but every game, we beat Forest by luck. We
He's
beat
had
you
a-
guys.
he's
We
had
beat
a-
you guys
Okay,
by
alright,
luck.
we were talking about scam. You scammed us.
We beat
You
Coventry
scammed
by luck.
Coventry.
Yeah.
You scammed
Mate,
Coventry.
mate,
You can beat
But-
City by that.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can beat City by
I can't tell you the last
We
game.
beat
You
City.
scammed
No, I
your way
know.
to the final.
I can't
You
tell you the
brought it.
last game where we won and I can say, oh, we actually deserved that. Even Sheffield, we got lucky. Fernandes just showed up and we were like, oh, thank God we have Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
The Liverpool game, thank God you guys fucking shit in front of goal.
Literally last second, I
Maybe
don't
against us.
understand.
4 XG.
Yes,
Back
that's
in December.
that's probably the last game. 2-1 against Chelsea in December.
Alright, moving on.
Yeah.
D.
Ben.
I'd say B minus.
Yeah,
Newcastle.
that's fair.
First Champions League year for what 20 years?
Yeah.
You'll have to say.
And with the Champions League, you know, I think you can look at it without bias and be like, I feel like Newcastle were a little bit hard done by.
Yeah.
The group was
Not
insane.
even with the
Tough
group,
group.
but we were competitive in that group.
Yeah.
Made decisions.
We beat PSG twice, and one of those games was stolen away from us
Yeah.
with that handball decision. It's just like that stinks.
Could have been you.
That stinks.
Realistically, you could have got an easier group and you would have gone through and
Yeah, but
potentially
like,
that was a
that's
tough
a-
group.
round
That
of
was a
16.
massive
That's a
Yeah.
what if, innit? So,
Yeah.
but like Dortmund beat us like pretty comfortably both
Yeah.
times. So, and they are where they are now because
Yeah,
of that.
exactly.
I'd say injuries have been a massive problem. Like even the really random injuries, like Nick Pope's hand and Jacob Murphy's shoulder, Dan McBurn's back.
No, but that makes it. He's like 6'7", isn't he?
He just
So-
landed on his
Yeah,
back
yeah.
funny.
Oh, mate, tall
Um,
people have always got back problems.
Yeah, like Callum Wilson's hamstrings are made of cheese. It's just like and we're still playing with a lot of Steve Bruce players. Like people don't realise that. Jacob Murphy, Almiron, Sean Longstaff, Emil
Kraft
Kraft,
coming in. Yeah.
Jamal Lascelles. Like this is what we
Mate,
have
but-
when our main players are injured. This is what comes up.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're all part of the project. They're all
Yeah.
part of the system. They
Yeah,
all
it
play
works,
the same way.
and
Yeah,
it works. But that's the difference between top four and
Yeah.
everyone else.
fighting top six. Yeah, yeah.
Is that level of quality
Agreed.
that like even Harvey Elliott you could say is probably better than anybody on Newcastle's bench to come.
Oh, of
in
course.
as an
Yeah,
attacker.
Of course, of
Like,
course, of course.
and he's shit. Harvey Elliott. He's
I don't
actually
think- I don't think he's
shit.
shit. I think he's
I don't think
okay. I think he's fine.
I think he's almost like that kind of annoying player that you don't like.
Yeah.
But he is good.
He's
It's
okay.
like Fernandez. I hate him as a player, but I could admit that he's good.
Okay, but Elliott's.
Oh no, yeah, but he's like one of those
Yeah.
same kind of player.
No, I don't think Elliott's good. I think he's fine. I think he's mid-table. I think mid-table player. Like if he stayed at Fulham and played for their first team,
Yeah.
he'd fit in.
Yeah.
He'd be there one of the best players.
With where we are now, I'd say, like, if we get Europe, it has to be a B minus. That's what I'd say. If you get Europe, B minus. We did really well in the cup competitions as well.
Yeah.
Beat City, beat United.
Lost on us to pens.
Yeah, lost on
FA
pens.
Cup.
And I mean, we gave you that win as well.
Yeah.
Trippier.
Trippier just had like 3 or 4 games in a row where he actually just gave like multiple goals away
Yeah.
for no
Age,
reason.
age,
Yeah.
age.
So yeah, new defenders.
So B
obviously.
minus if you get Europe, C if you don't.
C plus if we don't. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Right, didn't win the quadruple, so.
Quadruple.
No, I think B would be quite fair.
Yeah.
We already won the Carabao.
Yeah,
If-
you got a trophy. It has to
Yeah,
be.
You said B.
I'm going to say B, but
B
the reason
minimum.
why I won't put it any higher or lower is because if we didn't bottle
Not
the
B.
title run,
Yeah.
I would have put us at
It
an
was
A
that- it was
if
that
we
1
had
month
yeah
period.
if we didn't lose to West Ham or I think drew to West Ham.
West Ham, yeah.
I think then, and we still had a chance to win
Lost
the
to
title.
Palace.
Lost to
I would give
Palace,
to
yeah.
and
That was
not lose
your-
to
yeah.
Palace.
That
I would
was
then-
your Southampton
say A.
one.
I would say A, but
Yeah.
because of those 2 massive mistakes, B.
That was your
B.
Southampton game where
I think-
they started slipping up like Arsenal did last year.
No, I think their Southampton game was the United FA Cup game. Because
it
you
that,
were not
and then
supposed to
Europa
lose
League,
that.
You went out.
You
and
should
then-
have beat us 5-2. You should have smoked us.
Yeah.
And they had the chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
Gakpo
Again,
and Nunes
again,
are fucking shit.
Nunes. Oh, what's a goal? Oh.
Allergic.
Allergic.
I think he's fair.
B,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd say
it's
B plus. Is
B plus.
B plus
fair.
and B plus for sure.
It's close, very close to A.
Better than last year because you guys were outside Champions League.
Yeah, well, last year it's again we had so many injuries. We didn't have a proper functioning team, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like we like Klopp's system is like he builds from the front back, so
Yeah.
he gets all the attackers, then the midfielders, then the defence. But the thing is, when you've got no money to do that,
Yeah.
well, what then? What
Yeah.
we had to go a
You
season
need defenders.
with you know
Konate's
playing
been
random
injured.
fucking
Matip.
people.
Is Matip still there?
I think so, yeah.
Still injured. I even forgot Matip's there.
Everyone's
Yeah.
injured.
Quanta's okay though. Quanta's
Oh,
okay.
don't start! Don't start! Stop!
So, Disassi of the week.
Disassi
Bottom of the week.
Of the week. Disassi of the week. So this is after the Saturday games. United play later. No,
Yeah.
I might say Casemiro now just to get it over with. To be honest.
Chris Wood.
Chris Wood.
I'm sorry. Chris.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we're all in agreement.
No, it was Chris Wood. Did you see that goal he missed?
Oh no,
I
that's
think it's
Realistically,
It's
we gave Forest far too many chances, and it felt as if Chris Wood was our 12th man. It really did.
Jesus, what a shit.
It's the honestly,
It was
it's
an
the-
open goal and
it's
he
the kind of
started
game.
it.
We were 2-1 down when James came on. The whole game changed, but we could have been 3-1, 4-1 down.
Watching the James
without-
match.
No. I'm saying we should have. That
The
game should have
Sterling
been done
tax.
before he even came
Yeah.
on. We were lucky to be
I
in
agree,
there.
I
Be
agree.
anywhere near.
Yeah,
I agree.
Chris
We
Wood.
were
I
not.
think
We were
you
not
can
very
go
good.
Chris Wood.
We were not
I'm sorry, it
very
has
good.
to be.
But
Chris
this
Wood.
week, Chris
This
Wood.
Wood.
Yeah. But after the game, probably Casemiro today.
We'll see.
I'd say Casemiro.
It has to be a fucking horrific performance to be as bad as Chris Wood was yesterday.
I'm so
Yeah,
depressed.
Yeah.
Don't want to watch football.
So, that's the end. Thank you for watching.
The Benidorm special.
Benidorm special. Thank you, Kafun. Thank you,
Thank
Charlie,
you.
for coming.
No worries.
Thank you, Charlie Smith.
Charlie
Appreciate
Smith.
it.
Like, comment,
Kafun.
subscribe.
Follow us on all the socials.
Please.
Like and share our TikToks.
Yes.
And yeah, sorry, back to normal next week. Just me and him on my couch, holding hands.
Fuck's sake.
So
I'm dead.
in a bit.
I'm dead. I died.
I died.